You know, this almost wasn't done.
Really?
But now it's a wrap. Chop. Zach.
Yes, sir.
The Brief.
The Brief.
The place we go to chill and get relief.
The Brief.
Where we keep it real with all our peeps.
Peace.
Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm Chop.
I'm Zach.
Cigar Lounge, where we spend most of our time at. Folks come through, we see where they mind at. I'm bound to say something crazy, might have to rewind that.
We be chillin', plotting millions. When we in the building, no doubt that we be chillin'.
We be chillin'.
Tune in and subscribe to get that feeling. Tune in and subscribe to get that feeling.
The Brief.
The place we go to chill and get relief.
The Brief.
Where we keep it real with all our peeps.
Peace.
Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Sheesh.
The Brief.
The place we go to chill and get relief.
The Brief.
Where we keep it real with all our peeps.
Peace.
Sitting on the couch next to the chief. Sheesh. Sheesh.
The Brief. Welcome to The Brief. This is a special episode tonight. You know, usually, I know you can tell by the background, like, yo, where they at? Where's Zach and Chuck at? Where we at, dog?
Cigar Code, baby.
939 North Delaware Ave.
I gotta see the north.
Make sure you put that in your GPS. North Delaware Ave, right next to the casino. Come have a good time.
Right.
Yo, is this, first of all, we here.
We here. We in the code, baby. We finally made it down here.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about that? Now listen, everybody, I ain't gonna say this. I'm gonna say it like this. You know, you see shows in different spaces and all that cool stuff, but we in the humidor, dog.
We in the humidor. We inside the humidor. Here you can see the illustrious selection that they have behind us. You got the Padronis, you got the Cohibas, you know. So now you get a chance to see exactly what cigar world look like if you've never been inside of a humidor. You can't necessarily smoke in here, but you can definitely come in and see the premium selections that they have in here.
It sucks we can't smoke in here, but
yeah,
the cigar etiquette, the cigar lifestyle prohibits you from doing so.
Right, because we definitely ready.
And we respect the culture and we respect the business, because I ain't paying for all these cigars in this joint and get messed up with the smoke and all that. So,
right.
You know what I mean? Cedar, what's it? It's like,
yeah, cedar
wood and all that.
Yep.
And the smell is.
Listen, the smell is the smell, baby. you don't want to leave once you come in, because a lot of people probably think, you know, you probably agree that people think this smell like cigars in here, like it's a fully smoked engulfed cigar. But no,
it's not.
No. You smell more the cedar than you smell anything else. Yeah, for sure.
So that's what we do in The Brief. We take you to places that you can't go.
We on location.
Can't do.
Right.
On location.
On location.
On location. So, once again, Cigar Code, underneath Roar Nightclub, 939 North Delaware Avenue. We're going to have the owner on the show tonight. My dog, named Ivan, call him Rum. Come down. He usually dressed like Neo from The Matrix. He's good. Yeah. I tell him that all the time.
I'm sure.
You have a lot of zippers on his jacket, all that cool stuff. But listen, man. How's your day, good brother?
My day was lovely, man. It was lovely. I woke up this morning, so everything that challenged after that was pretty easy going today. So yeah, pretty good day. Kind of chilly out again. You know, God upstairs, he working his magic both ways. So, you know, but he getting us prepared for the summer, because the summer coming up just like 420.
Woo.
Yes, sir.
Saturday. What you got planned for 420?
Nothing.
Do you have any plans for?
Oh, you know what?
What does 420 mean to you?
420 used to mean a lot. But nowadays 420 doesn't mean much at all, but But I got some few select friends that like to enjoy and indulge on 420. So shout out to them for sure, because they're gonna definitely get their thing on. I know there's a couple of events around the city that they're gonna.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you know, they gonna do what they do before 420 for me. I'm going up to another cigar spot. Oh. You know, go check that out. Little comedy show. Just like how they have here at the Cigar Code tonight, little comedy show.
Yeah, it's a comedy show going on in the background. We might have a couple comedians. Whoever we just think killed it, we might bring them on so they can tell you what they do.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool idea.
Okay. Never
Pretty
know.
cool. Yeah, you know, we off and on with it. We do what we want to do. It's our show, right, baby?
Here you go with our show.
It's our show.
Give me clap.
Oh,
bam.
It's our show. We say what the we want.
But 420 is going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
A good friend of mine. She's doing a vending at a. I'll put the location out on the video, and she doing some vending there. So make sure y'all go out and support all the 420 folks this weekend, because
right.
I mean it's gonna be a high situation.
Absolutely. And speaking of 420, well, you know, we're gonna get into that 420 a little bit later about the little, you know, little John that's coming up later on.
It's a crazy situation with that boxing match coming up. Yep. Can we go down memory lane for a second?
Right now?
Right now.
All right, let's go. Let's try.
This is 420 related.
420 related.
Now, you know, we indulge in. What was the time we didn't indulge in? It was a higher power.
Yes, sir.
What's your illest? Sheesh. What's your illest? It don't have to be on 420.
Mm-hmm.
What was your illest moment, puffing wise?
We gonna talk about that on camera?
Yeah.
Is this YouTube relative? I mean, we ain't gonna get banned for because we
already got banned.
No, we had some stories, man.
We already got banned.
I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna jump right into it.
You don't gotta go deep, but just
I'm just gonna give it an idea. You'll know what I'm talking about. We'll give them an idea of what I'm talking about, and I'm sure you will too.
We might have the same story.
Back in the day, my man, we was in his backyard. We was, I don't know, we were in our 20s. I mean, I was so zooted out, my mind can't remember. It had to be in our 20s, mid 20s, maybe 4 deep in the back of the yard. Mm-hmm. We took a box of Dutchess, Dutch Masters back then, 50 pack, right? Rolled them all up. And then it was last man standing type of rules.
Smoke off.
And I think the bull Prez came out on.
No,
I think Prez out smoked us that night, dog. Because I know you tapped out, I tapped out, and the bull leaf tapped out. Yeah, so we always like, nah, we can't do it. And he still was puffing. So shout out to Prez.
He was sitting there like how DMX was in Belly at the
dinner
table, like
you know what I mean?
I don't even do you remember how you got home that night?
I do not. I don't even remember how old I was. So how do I remember what time or how I got home? I know it was late. It had to be after 12.
It was like 2-3 in the morning.
Right, because we started doing rolling and everything when it was broad daylight outside. The sun was still out. It was a nice summer hot day. We was chilling. We had a little bit of, a little sippy sip, and man, we went in that night. That's one of my. I got more, but that's one of the ones.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one that stand out to me. What about you? You got anything
else? No, it's that one.
That's the only one?
Well.
Oh, come on. You got to have another one. It was so many. If you don't have one, I got one more.
No, I got one.
And you was here for this one.
I got one. Mm-hmm. You gonna crack up on this one.
Okay, what you got?
So, damn, I'm like, we like 15.
Oh, I know where you're going. I already know where you're going. This place isn't even here no more. That's how I know where you're going.
It's not there no more. I knew so you know what I'm talking about.
I knew it.
We like 15 years old. And I got to skip some parts of the story because I don't want to put stuff out there.
Yeah.
So we young boys and we ain't had nowhere to smoke at. So we go smoke. It was a what's the name of the spot?
It used to be the old Kentucky Fried.
Yeah, it was like a deli.
Yeah, it turned into a nice little deli seafood spot.
Yeah,
right. That's
we in the back, sitting on the ground, not the ground, but had like a curb
in the parking lot.
In between the dumpsters, puffing, because that was the only place we felt comfortable puffing. Then we walk up this block high. And as soon as I get to the crib, I'm not even at my crib. I stopped at like a couple cribs before my crib. Mm-hmm. I swear my mom must have knew. Just yelled my name out the door. I'm like, yo, like eyes is like this blocks, yo. Eyes is like this blocks.
Wow.
And she had to know I was high.
That's
You remember that,
red.
right?
I remember that.
Semis.
We were in semis. That's what it was.
Semis.
And you know what? We was in violation. We was right across the street from the church, and I was a member.
Hey, you was a...
Yeah, I was a young. Like he said, we was 15. So we, hey, listen. Forgive me, Lord. I knew not what I did at that time. But
I know exactly what you was doing.
No. This is me asking for forgiveness. Dog. How you gonna just go in front of my forgiveness?
Forgive.
Oh, listen. Are you always? Come on, man. Thank you to the good Lord because I'm way past 15. So it's He. So we gonna do what we do. So,
amen.
Now let's get within the pairing of the cigar because that's probably the next thing, right?
That's the next thing.
All right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the undercrown, right? When you look at that right there, a little undercrown, right? So I'm gonna give you the origin of it real quick. So it's a Nicaraguan cigar, right? Ecuador Sumatra is the wrapper. Full body, full tilt. If you don't have anything to eat, you can't mess with this. It's actually a sun grown. And the thing about this is that back in 2011, Drew Estate, which is the name of the actual cigar brand, they bought out something that we both smoke called Liga Privada Number 9. In that Number 9, they used to give the actual cigars to the people that was employed there. So it got to be a little bit costly. So what they did was they actually made these sun growns, which are now discontinued today. So if you get this cigar, you had to know somebody to know somebody. So I grabbed me a little box of these. And this will be what I will be smoking tonight, but of course we're in the humidor, can't do that. So, Drew Estates, sun-grown piece, discontinued, very good cigar, smoke plenty of them.
Oh.
Get yours.
Oh.
I got mine. Sorry if you can't. To you.
I'm thoroughly impressed by the education and the research and the knowledge of what you'd be surprised with me if people are here smoking don't know what the hell they talking about, what they smoking. They don't know nothing. They just smoking because they think it's cool.
That's how you do.
Absolutely. And you brought me into this world, so I not like
I mean,
but I know you didn't get like my mom did that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to her.
So salute to you, man, because that's crazy. Because I almost say I'm smoking a 1926 Padron. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's this one.
You see the lovely boxes back there?
It's this one in particular.
The one that's mostly missing.
Yes.
Yeah, so this the good premium selection right here. Discontinued premium. We smoke good. You should too.
Now I gotta speak on it because people probably looking at this like, yo, you got Davidoff, Mr. Furley, Three's Company shirt, and I'm not smoking the Davidoff tonight because they don't have the Davidoff that I want. But you can get Davidoffs here. Like everybody don't have Davidoffs. So you come to Cigar Code, you get a Davidoff, and it's not just Padrones and Olivas and My Fathers and Camachos and Last Calls and we can the Oscar Maduro. It ain't just that.
Yeah.
Monte Cristos, Julius Caesars,
right?
Partagas.
Right.
When I first came in the game, I used to say Partagas. That was totally wrong.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of cigars that we were saying wrong, and it's a lot of cigars that people say wrong now. Got my boy here.
Shout out to Jared.
Shout out to Jared.
South Philly Cigar Company.
Yes, sir. He know his thing in the game. He's very knowledgeable of everything. So we matter of fact, what we gonna do? We'll add a little video and pan around for you to see. So when you come to the code, you know what to look for.
You know what to look for.
How about that?
So
let's go.
It's a fight this weekend. Ryan Garcia versus Haney.
Devin Haney.
Who, first and foremost, before we get into the situation, because it's insane, who are you picking to win that fight?
Haney all day. No questions asked.
I agree. I'm surprised he even fighting Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia last fight, he got rocked.
Yeah, he got rocked. Severely rocked.
So the situation is a story going around at the weigh-in or what they call it. It's a weigh-in, right?
Yeah, the weigh-in. Yeah, the little fiasco. The fiasco before the fiasco.
So Devin Haney roughed him up a little bit. simple stuff.
Like they always do.
And I read something to the effect of, you can't believe everything you read, but it was everywhere. Ryan Garcia said he identifies the opposite sex, and that being that he put his hands on him, it's a hate crime.
So take it for the people who wasn't there. So they had to weigh in, I guess, to get a little physical.
Right, as usual.
So it get a little physical, and now Ryan is saying that he identifies as the opposite sex, like you said,
right.
And that it's a hate crime that Haney put his hands on him.
Yeah.
How so? What is that about? I mean, it's about the fight, right? Are you scared and you just like, I'm gonna make up stuff? Like somebody went upside his head prior to the weigh-in?
And this is no slight. I never can say the letters right, but there's no slight to that community.
Heck no.
But it's just weird, like you're a boxer,
right? And that's what you revert to. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like what makes you actually get to that point where you want to say something like that? You know, make that relative to anybody else except for yourself. You know what I mean? Like if that's what you do, that's what you do. But at the same time, I don't understand it. But it's another couple of things that had came out. Sorry, are you finished with your point?
No, I know what you want to say. So
right. Okay. So it's a couple of other things that I was reading in regards to his camp was kind of worried about him for the past couple of weeks or so. Some erratic behavior that they said that he had been displaying. I don't know if this is part of that, but at the same time, I think that they were talking about some mental health issues. There's a possibility that that they would want to have to call off the fight.
Oh.
It could be just one of them things where they're just trying to throw Haney off. I don't think it's going to work.
But that's drastic.
It's drastic. I mean, especially when you speak, let's just say this. When you speaking on mental health in any capacity, for any race, anybody, you got to take it serious.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if it is something that's going on with him and he needs to, get some help or, get provided some services, that we get that person the help that they need.
So if you're in his corner, what do you say with all this unraveling on top of the story that you mentioned to me off camera? You're in his corner, like what do you do?
Well, I think that we would have to have some type of evaluation, first. I mean, it'd be fair to take him serious because this could be something that he's really going through. Previously I had seen him on another person's YouTube channel, shout out to CJ on 32, and he was on there doing some things with giving away a watch and all of that. He seemed to be okay, you know what I mean? But then it got to one part of the video where he, seemed to have like not a breakdown, but a little bit of a pause. You know what I'm saying? Like in his mental state of what he was doing. It's like it was a realization of what I was doing. And it was a big circumstance, looking at 3 million people liking the video to give away a piece of jewelry. And, it's some things I noticed, of course, unbeknownst to me, I don't know anything about what's going on with what you were talking about until we spoke earlier. But then everything started to come out and it kind of made sense to me going back to that. So if I'm in his corner, I'm really trying to make sure he's okay before he gets to that fight.
Because if he loses, which he will, that's going to be excuse.
Yeah, and we already know how that's going to work. Yeah. Haney going to put the gloves on him.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad. But again, what about you? What would you do if that was your fighter? You in this corner, y'all sparring, y'all doing whatever y'all doing. Everything seems ready, and then it's happening.
That's a tough question. You don't back out. It's too late to back out. If you back out, you might as well just be done boxing.
Oh, that's
you might as well just be. Who gonna take a fight? Who gonna give you a fight after that?
Yeah.
From another boxer standpoint, to a company promoting it, to a television network pushing it,
right?
They be like, "Yo, you wasting bread for us." Now nobody's want to pay the money to see you fight because what you just backed out.
Right. That's true. That's the actual fact.
So it's like to answer your question, I'd be like, yo, you got You gotta snap out of it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And be supportive and don't be like ignorant to the fact, but you gotta snap out of this. We got a job to do.
Right.
You have a job to do.
Right.
Don't go out there and lay down. But do it. You're a professional boxer.
Right.
Box professional, go.
Yeah. We looking for a show. I mean, look, you got nice undercards that's going on. Everybody, come in to get a little payday, no matter how much they making. But like you said, man, you got to come in there and you got to stand tall. You already signed the contract. There's a lot of money that's involved. And by no means are we saying that money is more important than mental health. For sure. But it's a lot of obligations here. So hopefully he's ready.
Well, listen, you just said something that made me think. You said money. And my brain... I'm switching gears right now.
Okay.
My brain switched over to the WNBA because we watched the draft recently.
Hold up.
Yo,
shout out to the ladies.
The ladies ran basketball this year, college-wise. Like, I didn't even know who was playing in the men's championship. No disrespect to the men. I didn't even know. I probably knew one player. The women's NCAA, I know at least like 10, 15, 20 players.
Yeah.
Like where they came from, they moves, could they go left, could they go right, and to see the draft, they showed out. Now, we know that the WNBA is funded somewhat with help with the NBA money.
Right.
And they don't have that fans fair that make them make millions. But to see... It's bread. You come in the game with nothing. You're making $380,000. That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
What do you? I think, me personally, I think that this year WNBA is going to blow up.
Yeah,
considering the superstars that got drafted.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more of a light on them, and I think that's going to increase the tickets, the jerseys, everything. They're going to get endorsements outside of the game.
Right.
They had that in college, but I think it has to grow. Like they have to get. I want to see them get millions.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's time, and I think the fact that you had so much exposure, whether it was from one player to all the players,
right.
You had so much exposure this year in the NCAA women's tournaments and throughout the game. I just, like you said, I agree. I wanted to get more exposure. These ladies make more money so it can be comparable to their lifestyle that they earned,
right.
For one. And for two, the fact that, it's about due. The just due is here.
And they balling. They put their heart out there on the court.
Yes, they are. They balling. Shout out to all of them. All we are from, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Leah Brown. All of those ladies that's out there representing Miss Cardoza. I see you. Oh, yeah. And shout out to South Carolina for winning that chip. Shout out to Dawn, Philly's own, Miss Staley. We see you. We salute you. And we thank you for being who you are. Because you ain't nothing but your words and our words a blessing. I had to just give it to her. I've been waiting to do that.
Well, you did it. And she deserves it.
And she does. So shout out to all the ladies.
Shout out to Dobbins. That's where she went to school, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Dobbins.
Yeah. Dobbins.
I mean, that's Philadelphia product, up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So to see that product of Philadelphia win a championship, to lose the year before on the same court, and then come back and give all that thanks to God, it was storybook though.
All undefeated with a team that was ranked 6th in the beginning, and Dawn said we're not even supposed to be here at 6th. Not because she was too cocky, but she said we didn't deserve to be that high ranked.
Wow.
And they came out and showed and proved after losing all they starting 5 plus 1 last year.
Wow.
Which ended up being the same person that Caitlin Clark is going to be playing with this year, who was the WNBA Rookie of the Year coming from South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
So full circle right there.
Wow.
They're going to be balling.
Yeah, give these ladies their money.
Yes.
As the NBA, I'm pretty sure the NBA, they're going to hop on board and do what they got to do on their side.
Hopefully.
We as fans, I'm ready to go to a WNBA game. I've never been to one. I'll go to one.
Oh, I'm trying to cop a jersey. For real. If they made them in men, I don't know if they make them for men's, but I'm going to find out.
So who would you get? What's the first one you would get?
You know what? To be honest with you, man, if I could get me a WNBA jersey, it would probably be a Dawn Staley jersey. I had to represent the home team.
Okay.
You dig?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna start it off right, you're gonna start it off. It's like getting a Sixers jersey and not owning an AI John or Julius Erving, Will Chamberlain, somebody great. You gotta, if you're gonna step on the scene, you gotta be somebody that yo, who that? It's D Staley.
You're not gonna get a
He about to say something smart. See, we was having a good show, and he about to go ahead, man.
No.
Go ahead.
Well, you still got that Ben Simmons jersey, right?
I never had a Ben Simmons jersey.
I saw you with a Ben Simmons.
No, you did not. You never seen me with a Ben. No, I ain't front on Ben. No him Simmons. No him Simmons. You know what I mean? We agreed on that. You checked me the one day and I said him Simmons. You said, no, I ain't no him Simmons.
Gosh.
Nah, sir. So yeah, so shout out to them. You know, that's really it's a good thing to see, man. And I applaud these ladies for what they're doing and bringing the excitement to the game. And, you know, giving us more to come for years to come. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you, ladies.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
The ladies run everything, dog.
Yes.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight, at the Cigar Code, the ladies runs things here.
Oh.
Shout out to Janice. Shout out to Neat. Like I said, tonight we're interviewing Ivan.
Right.
A.K.A. Rum.
Mm-hmm.
So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Welcome. He finally made it to the brief. Zach, can you believe this?
It's an epic moment right now.
This is
epic right now.
This been like
celebrities.
Like 3 months in the making. Yo, Rum. Yeah, let's do it. I'm be on the jet. I gotta go to another country, but I'll be back in some time. I'll open the spot. We get back. Yo, man, I'm in Europe. Can't make it. Yo, no, I'm in Dominican Republic. I'm getting these cigars rolled by my boss. I'm like, man, what the hell?
Oh, you know what, dog?
So anyway,
I'll let you trip.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brief presents to you the owner of Cigar Code, Ivan from. You ain't gonna put your last name up there. It's crazy. But this is my dog, Rum. Y'all might call him Ivan, but he lets me call him Rum. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.
This is a beautiful. We started the show off. We said a lot of people do shows different places, but we in the humidor. Like this is uncharted territory right here.
Yeah,
that works out actually. Yeah.
Thank you. So, tell the people. First of all, how is it? How many years have you been doing this? What year is it? It's an anniversary, right?
3 years. Yeah, April 1st was our 2-year anniversary. We haven't planned the party yet, but it might be coming in next month.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been quick 3 years. Passed by, didn't even know it was already 3 years down. But it's been a fun journey though. It's really good.
Nice.
I got some funny stories, but we'll get into the interview process. Let's go. Let's go.
So one of the things that we wanted to know, and I'm sure the people will too once they see this, why the name Cigar Code? What's the significance of that, and what brought about that name?
Well, I was in Atlanta. I just started dating my wife Janice, and the second date I was trying to get into the speakeasy, but it was really hard to get into because nobody was willing to give up the code to get in. Yeah, it was like a small red phone booth, like an open plaza, shopping plaza.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me almost 2-3 weeks hitting people up on Twitter or Facebook or Reddit. Finally, somebody gave it to me. We went there, dialed the number, it opened up, and it was just an amazing speakeasy spot. It doesn't exist anymore, but they changed it, and I think now it's called the Red Phone Booth in Atlanta. But initially, it was a very private speakeasy place called Prohibition.
Oh,
So, I wanted to bring that concept here to Philly because I've never seen anything like that before in Philadelphia. So I had it in my head since 2013, I believe, that I wanted to actually open up a cigar bar here with similar concept to that. So, it just and I still kind of executed it halfway, but not specifically that exclusive speakeasy. But hence the where the name comes from. The cigar code, because we had to get the code to get in. So I kind of took that idea,
Mm.
and one of the reasons we still don't have a sign outside is because it is kind of inside a nightclub. Still, most people don't know where it is, so it is kind of is a speakeasy.
You know.
Yeah.
Right. Exclusive.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where the idea and the vision came from, and also it was obviously a good date, the second date, because she started smoking cigars with me. So I was like, man, you know what? This was meant to be.
She never smoked cigars before that?
No.
Wow.
So, but she enjoyed it. She wasn't like most women are like, oh, it smells, I don't like it,
Right.
whatever. No, but she was like, no, this is cool. I like it. Wow. It's like this one's a keeper.
Well, I gotta ask you a question off the rail then. What's her favorite cigar?
Her favorite cigar is a Trinidad Reyes. It's a Cuban. She absolutely loves it. And then there's one that comes in a Lancero size too, also Trinidad Cuban. So that's her absolute favorite.
I heard her talk about that. So
Wow.
that's actually
That's a good cigar.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
fantastic.
That's a great cigar. So when it comes down to the cigar life itself, what brought you into the cigar? What was your, if you could remember, what was your first cigar that you ever smoked?
I'm not gonna name it, but I'll tell you. So I graduated when I graduated from college. I bought myself like a really expensive $40-$50 cigar, and back then I thought it would be great.
Awesome, right?
And it was infused with like Louis XIII cognac, all that. So I'm like, this has got to be good, So I got that for myself. I started
Right.
smoking it. I absolutely hated it.
Oh wow.
And so and after that, I didn't touch any cigars for about like 2-3 years until somebody gave me a cigar that I smoked and I absolutely loved it.
Right.
And I'm like, why did I like this so much more than the original one that I smoked?
Right.
So that's what got me into it, because I'm like, hey, so what's the blend on this one? Let me try something that has a very similar blend to it, same wrapper, binder, fillers, things like that. So that kind of just got me into the rabbit hole of trying to figure out, learning more about cigars, the blends, the location of where they're coming from.
We just talked
all
about
of
that.
that
That's
stuff.
crazy. That's crazy.
That kind of, since then I've been smoking pretty regularly.
Every day.
Well,
Okay.
I try not to, but when I did open this place up, I was smoking pretty much at least 5 a day.
Wow. You got a great selection here, so I can see how hard that could be to stay away.
What days are you open? So they don't think you're smoking 5 a day, 7 days a week.
No, we're open from Wednesday through Sunday. No, but the reason why I was smoking that many is because I had so many, like a lot of new products, new cigars coming in. I wanted to be able to tell people something about them, the flavoring, so I can suggest them properly.
Right.
So every time I got new cigars, I would have to go through all of them to know more about them,
Absolutely.
the flavoring profile, what to pair it with, things like that. So, but I've calmed down. Sometimes I only have one a week, or sometimes it's 5 a day. So it just depends.
So it's a range. Are you more of a medium full body cigar? What's your profile?
Medium to full.
Medium to full.
Yeah, but I do enjoy a good full body cigar.
Okay.
Not a big fan of Connecticut. However, I have smoked some that I really did.
Right.
There are some good Connecticut's out there.
Like the one Flint Knoll, Macanudo, I was pleasantly surprised by it. They aged their tobacco in a Cabernet wine barrel, which kind of gives it an amazing profile. So it is a higher end Connecticut cigar in terms of price wise, but I was very pleasantly surprised by that.
Wow.
I'm gonna try that just because you said that.
just 'cause you recommend
I
it.
we usually don't deal with Connecticut.
Right.
Yeah, same. Like, but I have to try them when I bring them in. So sometimes some of them surprise you.
So how about this? When you come in, just call me.
So
I'll
we can
smoke
try
it, and then I'll let you know.
Yo, that's a selfish move, man. Then you gonna
I'm
involve
helping
your boy or
I'm
nothing.
letting him cut back on his
Oh,
cigar.
okay. You trying to help him out
Trying
on the weeks where he
Yeah.
don't
Health
smoke as
Awareness
much.
Month. Is it what month is it? April.
It's
It's
April.
Health Awareness Year.
Yeah, okay, year.
Yeah. So
So
I
you
don't
that's
care.
for real?
No.
Okay, you just making stuff up as we go along, dog. Yo, man, you can't do that, man. You got people looking this up online. Next week they're gonna be like, yo, there's no such thing, man. That's not the truth,
Just
man.
say Rum
I don't
said.
think, no.
No.
Yeah,
See,
no.
you see, about to drag you into
Okay,
it.
all right, man. All right.
Man, dog.
Listen, I'm down here a lot, and I was down here before you even opened the doors, and
That is very true.
to see the evolution and the progression is beautiful.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
salute to you and your staff. So right now, I would like you to, and don't forget nobody's name.
Oh,
Shout your staff out.
pressure time.
Sure. We have Neat, which does pretty much
Everybody
everything.
loves Neat. Our Neat. What's up, baby?
We have Fred. He's not here today, but he'll be here Saturday, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. That's my dog.
Then we have Eric. We have Sean. And one of our other favorites from last year. You remember Keenan?
What's up?
Aquaman? Beard.
Oh yeah, I saw him walk by.
Yeah,
Yeah, right
so
there.
He's visiting us today, so
I got the same hat.
Yeah.
I knew he looked familiar.
Yeah, and we have Chef Gary and Chef Paulino, and that's pretty much, that's it.
Yeah. Food is amazing down
Food is
there,
amazing.
man. Yeah,
Thank
The
every
you.
lamb
time I
chops
have
are
some.
delicious.
Delicious. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
So anyway, continue.
Okay, so other side of things is I really want to know. This is more of a personal question, and I'm sure the other people there would probably agree when you're looking at this. How do you go about selecting the actual cigars in the humidor? Do you have a team of people that go out and scave the planet and come back with the selected few, or do you do everything yourself?
It's-
That's a nice word.
Yeah, it's very interactive here. Sometimes I read something about it, but it's mostly just the feedback I get from our members. They let me know, like, hey, this new cigar came out. Maybe you should get it in here. It's actually really good. You would like it. And when I find it, I bring them in. Sometimes I just go try to see what new releases are being talked about and bring them in and introduce them to our members and get their feedback to see whether we should keep this on the shelf regularly or is it like a one-time thing. So yeah, that's kind of like how I go about it.
Okay.
There's some things that you kind of have to have that I'm not a big fan of, but if they're very popular, so you gotta have them.
Right.
Most of the things in here I personally smoked and decided to keep it here because they're great.
I see where you're looking.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah, it is a
I'm not
certain
saying-
section.
No, we're not gonna say no
Okay.
names.
Yeah, we're not gonna put.
Okay, we're not gonna say. I can't even say.
No,
I can't even
no,
give my
no.
spill right now.
Which section? You talking about those?
Those?
Oh yeah, H. Upman,
No.
the Partagas.
On the H. Upman
Yeah,
is I told that's one of his favorite. That's one of his favorite cigars.
Yeah.
But he never had that one.
Not that one. I had to use
Which,
the original banker.
Are we saying names or not?
okay.
All right. The H. Upman, the banker, day trader.
I do enjoy that one.
He put me on today. He said, "You gotta smoke this."
And the fact that you smoked it and didn't bring it to me, knowing that
Because he sold out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
all right.
yeah, these brands
Thank
are
you.
still you can't find them in a lot of humidors. So especially with Partagas,
Mm.
H. Upman, they're not as popular, but they're good. So that's why they're here.
Nice. I might have to grab one too. Maybe.
You just saved me because he thought I didn't buy him a cigar.
Yeah, I was about to grind you up,
See,
dog.
thank-
I was about to grind you up.
So, Let's get back into the joint. My bad. I'm taking. That's what Bella funny.
Oh, you talking to me? Yo, I thought you said you was going to see you taking over.
no,
so
no,
all right,
I'm
I
not
was
saying-
waiting for you to finish.
I'm-
You know what I mean? Because you got to take
I
over.
digress.
So I being in business, what are some of the nuances and what are some of the ebb and flows that you have being in business when it comes down to just having the selection of people? Because you said you're really exclusive. You don't have a sign out front and things like that. So how do you get your advertisement out there for people to know where you are?
It actually just started by word of mouth because when you're in a tobacco business, you can't really promote on social media, Instagram, like the mass promotion that goes to like when a new restaurant opens, everybody sees it in a certain range location. You start getting ads for the new restaurant that's opening up, things like that. You can't really do that with tobacco,
Right.
on social media. So it literally was just the word of mouth when we started. Yeah, especially we couldn't promote it online, and pandemic was still going on. We opened right towards the end of the pandemic when restaurants were allowed to open, but 25% capacity. So yeah, that's when we actually started. I didn't know. I thought everything was still closed, and I started doing the renovations here. I'm like, man, is this going to be one of the dumbest decisions I ever made, or it might just work out,
Right.
Yeah, but it worked out. When we opened, a lot of people were looking for places to go smoke because everything was shut down. A lot of cigar bars were shut down, so we opened right towards the tail end of the pandemic, and people started coming here. Started telling everybody that we're open, and that's kind of like how it spread.
Wow. That's a good thing because you offer a few things like you have karaoke, you have the nights where you have the comics come down, and it's just one of those spots that if you want to come to and chill, it's a great place to be.
Right.
You got a nice establishment going
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah, but I wanted to differentiate myself from other lounges and cigar bars. So I focused more on entertainment in a way, to be able to offer something besides just the cigars and a full bar and food. But I focused a lot on entertainment. We used to have a magician here every Friday.
Oh wow.
We
That's
have
good.
karaoke every other Wednesday. We have comedy night every other Thursdays. We now are starting to get a lot of podcasts here that are being hosted here, so that's good.
Salute to all the other podcasts.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One favorite one that's doing really well, Dr. Arvin Fryer, ex Eagles player. He hosts every first Friday in our VIP room. We've had some really good retired Eagles players here for the podcast, so it's been working out. So
I get some retired Cowboys.
No. You don't need
How you
that.
gonna shut me?
You don't need
No.
that. Anyway, so as we move on with the
Damn.
interview,
That's
we go past that Cowboys thing. I'm just kidding with you, dog. You know that.
Yeah.
So is there anything up and coming for the Cigar Code that you have that you just want the people to know about? Maybe the summer's coming, spring is here. You got anything coming up?
Yeah, we're gonna try and see if we can do a lot of parties outdoor as well this summer. Hopefully the pool should be opening up outside. We can, depending on what days are available, it might be throwing a big parties.
Is it a pool or jacuzzi?
It's a pool
Oh,
outside, yeah.
Wow, and the location is crazy. So for a pool to be outside too, oh, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
hey,
Wow.
other than
Hey.
that, we are gonna have a lot of whiskey, scotch, bourbon, tequila tastings coming up in the summer. We had what else? Like the comedy and everything else is gonna continue. We'll see if we can add some more things during the summer too. So yeah, it'll be good.
I like it. Yeah, I like it, man. I like the fact that you're having additions to what you already have, man. That's a good thing to see when people in business they thrive. Yeah, that's a good thing. Thank you for bringing that to here because you could have went anywhere, man. You brought it to Philly.
Philly's my home. I wouldn't have done it anywhere else.
Love
Yeah.
question. What have you learned from the obstacles that have been presented to you over the last 3 years that made you, what have the obstacles done for you?
kicked my ass. Um,
Honest.
but I learned that regardless of what the situation presents, you just gotta start focusing on the solution instead of like worrying about what happened. You just have to immediately try to figure out how to resolve this, or at least start moving towards that direction. Because buildings sometimes are old. You end up blindsided by some issues, like all of a sudden the kitchen exhaust stopped working, or the walk-in cooler stopped working, or one thing or another.
You gotta fix it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you can't waste time like, oh, why did it happen again? Like, you just have to just get on it immediately. Try to figure out the solution as soon as possible. And if it can't be done in like a day or two, then you got to figure out interim solution to kind of
everything
Simplifies, right?
navigate through it, improvise. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Other than that, if you have a good staff around you, like I do, things are a bit easier to deal with. So I don't have to worry about this. I can focus on the problems while I know my team has everything under control here. So that works out.
Now you said staff, and this is it's crazy. I'm gonna ask this, but it's a great question. I think so because I thought of it. So how is it? What does Janice? Janice is a backbone. I see her in action every time I'm down there. How is it working with your wife and she being so of a pivotal person here?
First of all, I knew if I was gonna make this work or for this to be successful, I needed Janice on board because she had the experience. She was a food and beverage manager of the Ritz Carlton downtown Atlanta. That's how we met. Because I was staying there, and I knew that. Like she also has a master's in hospitality, so I knew that if I was to do this, I needed her on board to be able to initially run things here. Because my background is not in hospitality. Mine's IT and finance. But yeah, I just had a passion for it. This is kind of like my passion project, which kind of took over the life right now. So, but yeah, she knows how to run this, and
Good.
Yeah.
it wouldn't have survived without her. But I did get asked that question one time too, like, how is it working with your wife all day? And I was like, I didn't even think about it because a lot of people were like, yo, I can't work. I can't imagine working with my wife 24/7, being there 24/7.
Right.
I just never even thought about it. It was like this was something just we had to do and started doing it.
I love it.
So
A lot of people can learn from that, man.
Yeah.
You never, that is a myth that a lot of people say they can't do it. They never did it.
yeah,
But I don't know.
but
She's good.
she makes things easy.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
And she's very she said, do not smoke or drink in the humidor.
That's right. She was,
And I said, okay.
she's focused.
I
She's
didn't
like,
even,
don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do
And
it.
even you was like, I can't smoke or drink. I'm like, yeah, she's
On one accord.
I want you.
That's what that's called. That's what married life is like. That's right.
Might have to get her in
That's
here
right.
to say hello.
That's right.
What's up?
Might have to get her in here to say hello.
Oh,
But I don't know. Anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, so we know that you're a busy man, so we want to get you in and out. So one of the biggest things that every time I come down here, I notice, fly guys recognize fly guys. And I notice that you are a very spiffy gentleman every time I see you.
You're spiffy.
He's definitely on a level of nice fashion. And what actually puts you in the realm of being fashionable every time? It seems like that you don't miss every time you come.
man, that's very interesting. I just liked dressing properly, and I feel like when I noticed very early that I get two types of reactions when I'm in a suit or a blazer versus when I'm not. And it just seems like you have to have the ability to be able to fit in any environment.
That's right.
So you can be in a t-shirt at a corner bar, and you can blend in, or you can be in a business meeting or a happy hour for like lawyers in a suit, and you're supposed to be able to fit in that also. But personally, I just like dressing up, proper suits, things like that. You know, James Bond type of thing. So
I was gonna ask you, is it a theme to it? So yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm a huge James Bond fan, but just like I said, he is able to fit in any environment. You know, whether he's in a casino or a bar fighting somebody, or or in a business meeting, something like that, talking to politicians. You know,
Right,
it's like he can fit in any environment.
Right, he adjusts to every scene for sure.
Yeah. So
yeah. So that's all that's why I just noticed that, every time I come down, there's a certain presence, within the cigar code. And I think that, like you said, shout out to your staff, because collectively, for what I see, it is, it's good people bringing good vibe, good mixture of people, and then people enjoy themselves every time they come down. So shout out to you for putting that all together.
thank you.
Absolutely. So, anything else from you?
No, I'm ready to get into the atmosphere, the ambiance of the atmosphere of the aesthetics.
Right.
I'm trying to figure everything out. Start with an A, but I can't think of no more. But let's go, man. We love you.
Absolutely.
You
Thank
doing
you
what
so
you doing.
much.
We support you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
For sure.
The Brief. I'm Chop.
I'm Zach.
That's Rum.
Sheesh.
The brief.